Howdy guys, this video is on how to lose weight effortlessly. So, there's a lot of things you can do, man. Like, you can try counting your calories, you can try getting a trainer, all these things. But, the thing is you need to make it passive and easy. How do you do that? Make it part of your life. So, I got a little watch. Tracks my steps. I try to walk for 5 minutes after every time I eat something. Even snacks. So, if you eat 3 meals a day, that's 15 minutes. But if you eat 2 snacks a day, that's 25 minutes of walking. And, I try to get 10,000 steps every day. I've been sick recently, so I haven't been getting 10,000 steps consistently. But actually, most of my days I was getting around 6,000 steps. So I was 4,000 under, but I was still getting 6,000 steps, which is a lot more than the average person. Before I started tracking my steps, I was getting around 1,000 to 2,000 steps a day. and 2,000 was my high. Like, me getting even 1,000 steps wasn't even my lowest. Like, some days I was only getting like 500 steps. So I started throwing and walking more, and I've been noticing greater weight loss and all that good stuff. And also, it's healthy. It's lots of benefits. It'll make you feel better. So there's that. This is one I struggle with, but to be honest, it's something a lot of people can do. Just vegetables. Just start throwing any vegetables you want into your diet. You can't gain weight really on vegetables. I mean, a cup of broccoli is nothing in calories. Like, I get these bags of mixed vegetables. It's like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. And it's like 100 calories in total. There's 4 servings. Each serving's 25 calories. And it's this big bag. And you just can't. Like, it's enough vegetables for a whole meal. It'll take. And if I throw a little bit with each meal, it's like, that's a lot of vegetables, like a big chunk of vegetables in each meal. And they keep you fuller, they get all the vitamins, make you feel better. Broccoli helps you sleep. Good for your groin, for the guys out there. And, all that good stuff. And now, this is the one I'm actually, like, the most solid on because I like weightlifting. I like getting big. I like getting muscles. And all that good stuff. So, eating stuff at the source. So, don't buy mashed potatoes, make mashed potatoes, you know what I mean? Like, buy the potato, boil it, cook it however you want, and then eat it like that. Don't buy, like, hamburgers and stuff. Don't buy bread. Avoid bread. Bread's pretty high in calories. Get stuff near the source, like oatmeal. Don't get oatmeal with sugar and stuff, and get bland oatmeal and make your own oatmeal. And there's a lot of tricks with oatmeal, by the way. Don't just, I don't like oatmeal. You can actually make your own flour with oatmeal. You blend it up. You then can use that to fry stuff, which is kind of cool. And you get like olive oil, oatmeal, and then you get your chicken and you can like fry it and stuff, and it's like a healthier fried chicken. And you can do your own seasonings and all that good stuff. It's really easy, really simple. Protein, even your protein sources really matter. Some guys have already heard this like probably 1,000 times, but I'm gonna say it another 1,000 times, dude. Red meat makes you fat. Eat white meat, eat fish, so like chicken, salmon, and people are gonna be like, salmon's so fatty, and it's like, yeah, but it's like a really good fat. Honestly, they use that fat isn't really gonna get you fat. It's a super healthy fat, and like, yeah, if you eat too much of it, you'll get fat, obviously, but there's so much protein in fish and all that good stuff that it'll help you build muscle and all that good stuff. Other stuff on my list. This is just a trick. Some guys just shoot themselves in the foot with sauces. Like, the guys who put ranch on everything, like, just get sauces with less calories. I'm not even saying get rid of the sauces. Like, I was never a big fan of barbecue sauce, but then I watched some videos on Ronnie Coleman just eating nothing but barbecue chicken, and I was like, I got an air fryer. And it makes chicken just perfectly. You know, it makes it nice and crunchy, and it's super clean. It's like just the chicken. And I was like, let's get some sugar-free barbecue sauce. You can't really, it's hard to find calorie-free barbecue sauce. There's only 15 calories a serving, and it's quite a bit of barbecue sauce for how much it just is for one serving. So, you know, like, I'm getting these chicken legs, and I'm putting like half a serving of barbecue sauce on a chicken leg. And it's like, you know, if I eat 6 chicken legs, 3 times 15, you know, because, you know, I'm only putting half a serving of barbecue sauce, 'cause it's a lot of barbecue sauce. You know, that's 45 calories. That's only 45 calories. And if I got like the normal barbecue sauce, which is 130 calories a serving, and by the way, the servings were smaller on the normal one, so what's 130 times 3? It's like 390 calories. That's a meal for some people. Some people, that's their whole meal. Now, here's some other things, like an honorable mention, because all these things are like things you can do like forever and kind of do effortlessly. Now, this is something you might have to work into, but my favorite thing for weight loss I've ever done, honestly, is intermittent fasting. It's basically where you take a few hours a day and you make that your eating window. So from like 10 o'clock to like 2 o'clock, you can eat how much you want, but before and after that, you can't eat. You can drink water, but you can't like drink Gatorade, or you can't like drink milk. You know, you can only have water. No calories can come into your body before and after this window. And what's really nice about it is people are like, man, I'm gonna be so hungry. You actually stop producing the hunger hormone. It's called ghrelin, by the way. You start producing less and less, and like, yeah, it'll spike during your eating window, obviously, but it's not as much. It's not terrible. It's not brutal. And I remember naturally over time from doing like a 16-8, which is where you can eat for 8 hours and then for 16 hours you don't. I remember over time the window naturally shrank because my hunger just wasn't there anymore. And I remember like I subconsciously wanted to make the window smaller, and like it just was naturally working like that. I'm like, wow, okay. And I got to the point where I was eating 1 meal a day. I went from 270 pounds to 220 pounds. I'm back to 270, but that's because of my job and like my lifestyle choices, because I want to get muscular, so I need the weight, I need the fat. But the thing is, and also it's winter, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of a bulk. The thing is like, with intermittent fasting, you feel great, you can work out, you can still do everything. I recommend doing your research, but intermittent fasting has a second stage to it. And that second stage is like a hard, quick reset. It's called fasting. You drink water, but you don't eat any food whatsoever. And I got stuff in my eye, dude. And the thing is like there's rules to it. So like you can have 50 calories a day without breaking your fast. Just make sure it's nothing like sugar or anything. And if you need to break the fast, you need to use something like bone broth or fruit or something super soft on the gut, because after 3 days is when the gut starts to shut down a little bit, and people are like, oh, you don't want to slow down your metabolism. That's the reason why there's rules to how you do it. You can fast and not injure yourself in any way, shape, or form. I recommend maybe talking to a doctor about it, but the thing is, like, if you're willing to do the research and just do it correctly, you know, you should be fine. I'm not telling you you're going to be fine, because I'm not gonna lie, you could eat chicken tomorrow and choke on the bone, and then I'm somehow liable, and I'm not gonna tell you to do that. But that's the thing, it's like, you need to do your research with fasting, and there's hundreds of videos online where people are just fasting for 30 days, and they continue working out through those 30 days. I recommend you actually do move while fasting, because your body wants to conserve as much, but if you force yourself to move, like, some days you're gonna be like really tired, And I remember I slept a lot less while fasting. Instead of sleeping, because I normally sleep like 10 hours, I went from sleeping from 10 hours to more like 7 to 6 hours. And I think it's because you don't need as much time to break down all the food and stuff, like all that good stuff. And you just, like, you feel a little bit more ravageous and all that good stuff. It puts a little bit of aggression behind you. Not like a ton, but it's a little noticeable. Like, you can get hangry, but like, imagine if you kind of just more, hey yo, this is who I am, and I don't really care what or who you do, but it's just not happening. It's kind of nice. It's a nice mentality boost. But yeah, from intermittent fasting, you move into fasting, and that's like a quick, hard reset. I went on a tangent back there. But people go from anywhere from like, people who are super heavy are obviously going to have better results, but you can lose like half a pound of fat. Not just half a pound in body weight, but a half a pound of fat like every day. And that's not like the extreme end. That's like people who are just overweight who start fasting, like most people. Some people even lose more than half a pound of fat every day. And it's just, so there's the stages of fasting. I recommend intermittent fasting for long term. And then fasting is something you can do. So like if you've been intermittent fasting for like 2 months, you're like, I like my results, but it's kind of slowing down a little bit. You can just do like a hard reset